Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel if you're returning, and if you are new, welcome to you as well. In this video I have religious Easter DIYs for you. I also have a free printable in my description box for you, so if you plan to make religious DIYs for the season, you can download that and print it. If you don't have a printer, take it to Staples, get it printed, so you have that to do your DIYs. So without further ado, let's get crafting. I have always wanted to make an empty tomb craft for Easter, and this one is at the front because it's my favorite. So I'll be using this circle plaque from Walmart and this little clay terracotta pot from Dollar Tree. These come in a set of 3, and I had this one put down somewhere. So I peeled off the sticker, I diluted down some Waverly Antique wax, and I'm applying that to my wood. You can also use a little flower pot saucer if you have that. And then I took the mixture and I just went over the board with that, and also the pot. And this is a skewer. I'm going to use that just to prop up my pot when I glue it down so that it doesn't move around too much. And I'm just using the same baby wipe to stain it. And that strip of wood you see in the corner there, I also stained that. That came in a pack of 100. I got that from Amazon. So I cut down the skewer and glued it onto the pot. And then for the other one, I just kind of balanced where I needed to glue that, added some hot glue, and then just glue down my pot. And there it is. Now I use the side where the paper is because I'm going to cover that. I'm going to cover that. So that's why I wasn't worried about the fact that all the paper did not come off. And here I'm taking my strip of wood and I'm just measuring, eyeballing really, where I needed to cut that down, and that is going to be my 3 crosses. The middle cross is going to be a little bigger than the 2 at the end. And here we have all our pieces all cut, and I'm now going to just glue those on, and all I'm using is just a hot glue. No need for anything else because this won't be, moving around too much, so you don't have to worry about them falling apart. So now I have my crosses all glued, and now I'm ready to just move on to the next step. So I got some flower foam. These are pieces I already had, and I just took the 2 largest pieces and some small pieces, and I'm gluing them along the sides of the flower pot because we're going to cover those. That's going to be where the mound is over the pot. And all I had in my stash was Irish moss. Is this Irish moss? No, this is not Irish moss. Reindeer moss. This is all I had in my stash. So I'm just going to use it. Make it work with whatever you want. The regular moss would have been perfect, but I did not find any. I went checking and I couldn't find any in Dollar Tree. I did see some in Walmart, but I did not purchase it because I thought I would have gotten it at the Dollar Tree, and I didn't. So here it is after I've glued on all of that. This is only costing me $1.25 because I think I needed to buy the circle plaque. I did not have anything else, but everything else I had in my stash. These are some very smooth stone that I also had in my stash, and I just glued them down and used a piece of the skewer to anchor them. They're not laying flat, so that is why I had to glue them, to use the skewer to anchor it. And then just ankle. What is wrong with me today? And then I just used a lot of hot glue and glue down the rest of the reindeer moss to the sections. And this is what it looks like, my friend. And then to give it a uniformed look, I just took the scissors and just gave it a haircut and just have everything looking orderly and in place. Now I realized that it was laying too flat or standing too flat on the surface, so I needed to raise it a little. I got some tumbling tower blocks, already had those, I glued on 2 first and then realized that no, it was topsy-turvy, so I needed to anchor it. So I glued on 2 more underneath. And now I'm just adding the crosses. I'm adding the center one first. I'm just forcing that down into the foam, and then added the 2 on the ends. What our little Easter tomb DIY looks like. I wasn't done yet. I needed something else. Now for the covering of the tomb, I just cut a piece of cardboard, measured what I wanted, cut that out, and then used some Waverly Antique Wax again to stain it. And then I'll just set that aside to dry for a little bit, and that's gonna be the stone that was at the entrance of the tomb. And then I got this lavender pick from Dollar Tree, and I'm just removing a few pieces, and we're just gonna plant some of this right at the foot of the middle cross. And this is just embellishment, guys. You can do whatever. You can add more. You can add more colorful flowers. You can add less flowers. You can add all flowers on all 3 crosses. You can just decorate according to how you see fit. And this is what it looks like, my friend. Love it, because it's the one that I love the best. Yes, it represents Jesus and the tomb and what he did for us on the cross. He died, buried, rose again on the 3rd day. And I love this one so much. And now that the stone is dry, I just took some hot glue, placed that around the edge of the tomb, and then glue on the cardboard. Yes, it's the stone. And this is what it looks like, my friend. I love it. But I still wasn't done yet. Now I took a piece of pipe cleaner, and this is gray. This is purple. And I'm just making a little scarf that goes around the cross. And I'm just shaping it in the form, and then just hang it over it. And this completes this one. I love this one. It means so much to me at this time. So this video is a part of the 5 Under 5 hosted by Emily from Farm Charm Chic. And this month her guest host is Wendy from White Sparrow Living. If this is your first time, this playlist is creating 5 DIYs costing under $5, not counting your embellishments. Links to their channels will be in the description box below, as well as the playlist. Now let's jump into our next one. Now after the fall season last year, around about December, I believe, you know, Michaels always have their grab box. I went over there thinking, oh, I'm gonna get fall stuff. Nope, got Halloween stuff. And I don't do Halloween stuff, but we're gonna repurpose this one. So I gave it 2 good coats of folk art Adirondack chalk paint, and now I'm using one of these stickers. I chose this one. I don't remember if I got these from Amazon or Tammy, my friend, gave them to me. I can't recall. So I selected this cross, and these are not the easy transfer stickers. You have to apply a little elbow grease to these, because they do have on a film on top where you have to, you know, apply a lot of pressure for it to be able to peel off. But once I got that rubbed on, peel it off carefully because I didn't want my paint to lift. And I also selected this piece that has some grass and transferred that on at the foot of the cross, and then just use a carrier sheet to just rub that in. Next, I cut the word hope from this alphabet transfers. I got these from Tasha, my friend over at Sunflower Tasha DIYs. So I cut them out, HOPE, just place them down on the spot where I needed to rub them on. And then look at what I did, guys. I transferred them on uneven. So now I needed to make up that extra space. So I found a butterfly from this pack and then just rub that on. Applied some Mod Podge to seal it. Next, to make this pop a little bit, I took a dry chippy brush and a little antique wax and just slightly went around the edge of the board just to make it pop. And that's all I will be doing to this one, my friends. Let me know what you think about this. I can't really put a price on this one because I already have all the items. For DIY number 3, I got this from Dollar General for $1. And it already had the color or the shade that I wanted, but I'm just going to brighten this up a little bit. I took the sanding block and I sanded off the writing from the surface. I didn't realize it would come off so easily, but thankfully it did. And then I'm going to go over the frame with a little folk art linen tool. Here it is, all dried. Now I'm selecting the lamb from my transfer stickers and I cut that out. And because I didn't want the paint to go on the white section, I had to tape that down. And now it's dry. I took the chippy brush and a little of the linen tool and just distress the surface. And then I peeled off my lamb and just transferred that on. He's so cute. Love him. And like I mentioned, this one is not easily transferred. So yeah, you have to apply a little pressure. Hello my friends, if we haven't met yet, my name is Christine. Welcome to my channel. If you're coming over from any of the other channels and this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you would consider subscribing if you like the content. Now I am going to hand write this on, so I just took the pencil, mark a little line just to give me a guide, and then I just hand wrote the word "He is the," and this should spell "He is the Lamb." I was okay that the words didn't come out all that perfect. That is the look I was going for. And then I just distressed the edge of this little one, added a little burlap bow, and this is all she wrote for this one. He is the Lamb. I love this one as well. Let me know if you like this one too. Now let's just slide into DIY number 4. This one is so easy. Don't need a lot of instructions or tutorial for this one. A scrap piece of wood, painted it with some white paint, and I'm using another of the transfer sticker. This one is a candle, and this says it all. So I just cut that out. This one was a little tricky, so I had to use some glue to glue that on. And here I am again, handwriting what I needed to say. This is gonna say, Jesus is the light of the world. I started with the S, the middle S, and then just fill in the other letters to the side. Then took the pencil and wrote the other parts of the message because I needed to make sure that I wrote it evenly, not like the hope in the beginning. And then after I wrote that with a pencil, I just went over it again with the pen or the marker, and there it is. And now I'm just adding some Mod Podge to seal this. Made a little finger bow, glued that in the middle right above the candle, and this is done. So easy. Oh, then I cut a half bead and just covered the knot on the bow. And this is done, my friends. Love it. And this was free. This did not cost me anything. Scrap wood, a little paint, handwrite the words, and you have a DIY. Now let's jump into DIY number 5. This came from the Dollar Tree. This is $1.25, and I am going to reverse this. So I'm just removing the staples, taking off the canvas from the frame. And then once I had that off, I am going to use some spackle just to fill in the staple holes and make the surface smooth. And once the spackle dried, I painted that with 2 coats of, I think I used the coconut milk, folk art coconut milk. Left that to dry properly, and here I am just sanding this down. Oh, here we are. No, I didn't paint yet. Okay, now I painted the Adirondack. I gave that 2 good coats because it had the spackle on. It looked like it painted. And then after that dried, I took the dried chippy brush and a little antique wax and just distressed the frame. And now I want to mirror the gold on the canvas. I took some gold paint and the chippy brush again, and I'm just going over the frame just to make that cohesive, because the canvas does have little sprinkles of gold on it. Now I'm trimming that down using my fabric trimmer, and then I added some wood glue, and that is going to go on top of the canvas. So once I had that on, I just placed it on the canvas, used the clamps to hold that in place, so just so it dries long enough where I could trim it. Once I trimmed it down, I then took a piece of this lace. This came from the Dollar Tree, all in my stash. Glued that at the back for the hanger. And then I found another of the sticker that I thought would look so nice on the hair. So I just peeled that off and rubbed it in. And this is done. That's it, my friend. Quick and easy. Let me know what you think about that one. And this is a bonus DIY. This I got from the Dollar Tree, $1.25. Had this in my stash too. And I found 2 other stickers. Painted the tag. The tag came from Dollar Tree in a pack. This is also from my stash. Painted that with 2 coats of the white paint, and then here I'm using a little gray paint to just distress the edge. And after I rubbed on the stickers, I just added some Mod Podge to seal them. Added a piece of jute to the tag, wrapped it around the tassel, tied it on, and then just trimmed down the tassel, and this is it. This is not even a DIY per se. This is an embellishment of the tassel that I already had. But I thought it blended in nicely with the DIY that I just completed. So I said, let me just add it here. And this is it, guys. Love it. Now here is our scripture for today. Matthew 27:35-40, the MSG. Says, after they had finished nailing him to the cross and were waiting for him to die, they killed time by throwing dice for his clothes. Above his head they had posted the criminal charge against him, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." Along with him they also crucified 2 criminals, one to his right and the other to his left. And here we are for the final reveal. Guys, I love these 5 DIYs that I did today. 5 under 5, each costing me less than $5. A lot of them I used what I already had in my stash, and you can do the same as well to create beautiful Easter DIYs for this season. Don't forget to check out Emily's channel as well as Wendy's channel and the wonderful playlist that I'm sure has lots of Easter DIY inspiration for you. If you enjoyed the content today, don't forget to give the video a like and leave me a comment down below letting me know which one of these was your favorite, and I will leave you to enjoy the rest of the final reveal. And there you have it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I enjoyed crafting with you today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more creative projects like these. And tap that notification bell as well so you never miss an upload. Need more inspiration? Click right here for other fun DIYs. Happy crafting, stay safe, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!